Hello, 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 hello. Anyway, Shantae Brown Sugar talks under Black Unicarns, and today I have to do a live stream just because stuff isn't working right. So anyway, today I want to talk about like healthy relationships because that's all I seem to end up in is like these. Well, y'all know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know it's because I've been stopped. So anyway, what I'm saying right now is that I just want to talk about healthy relationships and just how and the differences in it, like how you spot that and how you spot um and how you spot like things that are like warning signs and when to get out. And knowing that you are okay with that, because what I'm telling you is they gonna change the story anyway. Like no matter what, they gonna change the story to make it seem like they oh my God, that person was so stupid. I went through my yesterday when I told the story, I thought about how the person would, like somebody could be like, oh my God, she's so stupid because she give people rides. It's like, but you gotta get to work, like you have to get somewhere, even though you had an underlying meaning that had nothing to do with me. Like that has nothing to do with my character. That has nothing to do with my grace. It has nothing to do with anything. Like it doesn't involve me. Like your deceit or your seed of guilt or whatever the hell you're going through does not involve me. And so that's why sometimes, like if you're going through your healing process, you need to realize what involves you and what doesn't. What if it's words that describe you that are harsh, like stupid, hoe, bitch, slut, if all that shit, they don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Whenever somebody can come out and call you anything but a child of God, that has nothing to do with you. Like so serious, especially for women, because like when people are trying to trap you into a situation or whatever, trying to make you into somebody that you're not, it's hard to get out of. Like I'm just like, dude, I was just a teacher every day. Like, but you got this message that had like all the relationships and things that people said to me and all this different stuff, and you interpreted that to be you, like through your eyes. And it was like, wait a minute, most of this stuff was just like seriously innocent. Like, it was between a conversation between me and a child. It was when somebody else hurt me. So how is it that you still interpreting this like I'm about to kill you, or I'm going to cause you harm, or I want to sit here and argue with you, or I want to fight? So all the negative stuff that people put into your life or try to present or put upon your head, that's not you. And so when you're going through your grieving process for yourself, I call it grief for yourself, because that's basically what it is. It's like, oh my God, I went through that. Like I actually went through this. The best part about what I can say is that I didn't spend, even though it do feel like I spent years married to somebody that didn't love me. Like I'm actually going through a divorce right now, and I ain't never been married. I ain't even been in no real single ass relationship because of the shit they do. So what I'm saying is, it's like once you start to grieve yourself, you start to realize, wait a minute. I mean, for real, I'm kind of lucky, and I'm not in a way, because they kept repeating the abuse. You see, so it's like they repeated the abuse from Marcus. They repeat. That's all really the whole Sigma situation. So yeah, it's like I don't know, but what I want to say is the luckiest part is that at some points I didn't have to stay in those situations. You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to stay, even though I went through stuff. I wasn't stuck. I wasn't stuck in those situations where I gotta wake up next to this motherfucker every day. But the problem with that would have been, see, God only give you so much you can bear, because God knows that I would have did something, and I'm not joking with y'all. Like I actually probably would have ended up killing him. I am not the kind of woman that needs to be held back or held down or caged up or whatever the fuck y'all trying to do. So that's the situation. That would have been a situation. The person that would have been close to me that was trying to push me or possess me like that, they would have been dead. And I'm not joking. Ask my baby daddy. That's why he don't fuck with me now. I'm not playing with y'all. I will actually fucking kill you. Because I'm not here to play with you. So let's talk about healthy relationships. Healthy signs. So the healthy sign is open communication. Now let me tell you what they gonna do. What the boys gonna do is like, say for instance they do something to you, or they gonna say that you waited too long to talk about it, or they gonna say that they not gonna talk about it, or either they gonna hang up on you, or they gonna try to break up with you. That's what the frat boys gonna do. So, or anybody that's passing around these little past relationship situations, they gonna try to make you feel like, well, that's your fault. Again, it's not your fault. Again, if you have a chance to, if they raped you, if they put you in a compromising situation, please call the police and tell them. Make sure you let them know that they in a fraternity. Make sure you let them know that they kept looking at their phone while they was talking to you. All the different shit. That's the shit they've been doing. Guilt trips. That's a warning sign. So like they'll try to put you in a guilt trip. Like, nah, because you didn't do this and you didn't do that. Nigga, no. My daddy, that's the one thing he told me. He said, you hold a man to what he said he gonna do. Now, see, the thing is that's if you like him. If you don't like him, I say don't even waste the time. Because the more you dig into it, the more you get into it, it's like you giving them the attention that they probably desire. If you like him and he didn't take out the trash, you married to him, then that's when you get him. You see what I'm saying? That's when you going to take out that trash today. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep him going on with what you telling them. Because as what I'm seeing, my son kind of like that too. Like, he just a man, he a boy, but it's like, yeah, you got some of that in you. So it's like, what you got to do is just like make sure that if they say they going to do it, make them accountable for what they do. That's what my daddy told me. But what I found out is when I was trying to make men accountable that I didn't care about it, and I knew I really didn't want to be with them, it was like I was investing more of my time and my mind and my energy into that. And I'm not a spiteful person. So I just have to let that shit go. If I don't give a fuck about you, I'm not about to keep I don't got nothing to say. You know, it's like, just shut the fuck up. That's all I'm about to do. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Because it's not worth it for me to go through your phone, for me to try to check your messages, for me to get my feelings involved, for me to, you see what I'm saying? All that shit, that is not a healthy relationship. If any of that stuff starts to arise, that's when you know it's not healthy. Also, I just saw something on here too where it's like, signs you know he cheating. Bitch, you know he cheating. You know it because you're going to know how he smell. You're going to know what it feel like. You're going to feel the distance. You're going to feel something that's not right between y'all in the same way anymore. The closeness that y'all used to share is gone because they don't know how to overcome the thoughts of what they've already done. So either they're going to overly do something or they're going to not do something at all. They're going to back off. So you're going to have a feeling anyway. Ain't no fucking signs. You already know. Okay, quality time together. That's a healthy sign. That person want to be around you. He want to be with you. He want to take you place. He wants you to go somewhere with him. He wants you to look nice. And that is what you want. I'm serious because it's like, you want that. Even after it's gone. You want a person that's healthy. That shows you a healthy guy. And I'm telling you, that shows you a completely healthy guy. It's another thing that's a saying. When a man has... it's a businessman out there. He won't do work with unmarried men. And what he's saying is that person is like, he take a lot of risks. He take too many uncalculated risks. You see? So if a man is out there hoeing around and he can't make a decision on one woman, the man actually won't do business with him. He only fuck around with married people. And that's because that person has found some type of stability. He has found... You see what I'm saying? He has made a choice, and that choice was to be in a relationship where it could be loving or whatever. See, I might be putting too much in it, but that's all I'm saying. So the opposite of that warning sign is a withdrawal of affection. I just talked about that. And so that's the whole thing too. Isolation from your family. The lies that whoever this person is telling, I'm talking about that's like a complete warning sign. And I'm asking my family, what's going on? What's going on? And so this has been going on since I left Marcus. Like, I have not been close to my family since I broke up with that man. And then to have this white boy come down and restart and rehash some shit, Brandon Clark, all this stuff. Y'all see what they doing? Shared values. That's a healthy sign. So shared values, you guys could be from different cultures. Like, you could be Muslim and Christian and whatever. This, but if you guys have the same shared values, like, you want to provide for the community, you want to, you see what I'm saying? It'd be easier for y'all to see each other. So that's the whole thing about the shared values part. It's like, it's not about religion, or it's not about your color. It's not anything like that. It's just, oh my God, you do that too? Like, they want to, like, always be in the park because they have, like, this exercise machine or something. It's just like, even though you may not go there, it might have been interesting to you. It's just some things like values. What else? Like, you want your family to have these traditions, or you don't want them to have these traditions, or whatever. You want to leave these traditions behind. You want to change how people see this. Like, you might have the same activisms, or even if that's not your activism, may be dormant while this person is passionately active. So it's just like those things is those shared values, and sometimes it's not always clear. Like, like that y'all share the same values until you actually sit down and have a conversation about it, until you start to get to know each other, until you have that mix inside your life. So that's the whole thing. Is like, that's a healthy relationship, when you can look at them. And sometimes you won't have the same shared values, and that's the part I'm trying to get to too. But the person is still attractive to you because those are some things you think about. Those are some things you care about. Those are some things you know about. So that's just it. Like, that's the respect of a person, which I get to the next part, mutual respect. It's respect both ways. Another warning sign is using money to control, unreasonable jealousy, ignoring or excluding you. Healthy signs, realistic expectations. So, some guy may come here and be, I want you to wear the heels and the jeans again. Somebody put that on her, used to wear heels all the time. Something. I don't know what the fuck they know. But it's like, anyway, I used to wear heels all the time. I used to dress up. I used to take, like, only wear one outfit a month. But, I couldn't wear the same pants twice in the same month. Well, who the hell does that? No, now it's like, fuck it. Whatever is in there that's comfortable, I would love it. So it's like, yeah, that's a realistic expectation. I'm a mother. I'm not here to, like, post shit on the gram. It's like, I'm a real person. Even then I was a real person, but I just had me. It was I was an entirely different woman because it was just me. I had a lot of shit to get together. And when I got it together, I got that shit together. So yeah, the realistic expectation is I could try to be her, but then how would I function with my child? I learned early on that I was like, that my perfectionism would get in the way of me being a good mother. And it's like, he just got to this earth. So do I give him a perfected life, or do I give him a life? And I've always been this person that I like clutter. It's like, I thought it was a beautiful thing. Even though I wouldn't have it in my own home at the time, I just always liked to look like we live here. I hated that I grew up in places where we couldn't go into the living room until company came. And we couldn't, and it's like, no. If you come here, my child will tell you, this is my house. It is. It's his house. And I have no problem with being his decorator, his cook, the maid, or whatever, the chauffeur, whoever the fuck I need to be. That's who the fuck I'm about to be. And in that, I am teaching him, too, how he himself has become a good boss. The other day, he just learned he was a CEO. I have had Shaketi B for, like, since he was born. Shaketi B, that's Shaketi Blake. At first, it was just Shaketi. Shaketi B is Shaketi Blake. And so he himself came up with ideas for his company. He also came up with his idea for his donut store and how we did the research for the donut store. He was 7. And so it's just good to know that I got a little entrepreneur with me. And so that's my whole thing. Even though the donut store closed, because everything is in storage now. But what I'm saying is that the process for us is that, in that's a realistic expectation. It's like, I don't know, it's like it's mutual respect. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to teach him all the healthy things too, as far as like relationships go too. So he himself knows. And when he crosses boundaries or hits any warning signs, I let him know that too. So it's like you get to teach all that stuff at home too. So all I'm saying is like, yeah, just be sure that's something you offer to your child too. Don't start off having these fucked up ass relationships as human beings, not admitting that you wrong, started arguments with them and they not knowing why, you doing this. My baby's father used to do that to his daughter. And so you see what I'm saying? It's like now you perpetuating this whole stereotype. You putting all this shit into her that don't need to be there. And now how does she know that when she get into a bad relationship, if it's healthy or not? How will she be able to leave? Are you going to give her the power to leave? Because my parents didn't. My parents told me I was lying, that I didn't know that this man was actually beating the fuck out of me. I knew it. I had pictures. So anyway, it's also ongoing support. And this is the part where I say, like, you always have to, ongoing support. That's why I say, like, most of the guys that I was in relationships with, and I'm going to say, like, for real, it's still about 65 to 70% of the guys I was in a relationship with, they could actually call me today. And we could be friends. Like, I'm so serious. Like, some of them, I broke up with them just because it was a mutual, like, no. Like, this is just not working for me, Shantae. And I'm like, this is not working for me either. I just don't want to be there for you. It's just some people you just ain't going to want to be like that with. And so if that's the case, then y'all just friends. And that's still ongoing support. Like, I can still call them, can I borrow this money? Can I do this? Can I do that? And so, like I said, like, it was just until recently where all these relationships started to fizzle and thrizzle and all that shit out. Or when men would just, like, try to start an argument or a fight for me to, it's like, no, that hasn't been my past relationships. My past relationships were just like, let's talk about this, and we have this issue. Either we fix it or we don't. It's like, that's just how it is. Like, you don't have to always leave a person and it always have to be a fight or argument or y'all never gonna talk again or, the y'all ain't shit and all that stuff. Because mainly the person probably was shit. Like, it's like, why would you talk to them in the first place? Why would you date that person and now all of a sudden they ain't shit? Even some guys that people, you a bum and all this different stuff. It's like, no, that dude ain't no bum. That nigga know how to fix a car. Like, that nigga know how to fix a microwave, bitch. Like, for real. He know, it would be alluding to me as far as, like, how people would just think I wanted a guy. It's like, no, I need a handyman. Like, I don't want no fucking, like, just no dude. I'm gonna pay some. No, nigga, I don't want you to pay nobody. Let's fix that shit together. Let's build it together. Like, for real. Like, I actually need an artist or something. Like, it is, I remember, too, I stopped dating artists. Because I was like, y'all some selfish motherfuckers. But at the same time, now I'm just like, I need a handyman. I need, like, an engineer. I don't need somebody that's like, oh, my God, we can make that. Okay. All right, you do the graphics, I do this part. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to do is just build. That's it. So anyway, that's I don't know. It's like you just want to have that ongoing support. And like I'm saying, in relationships, don't always just this, oh, you funky booty bitch. Like, fuck you and throwing out that shit out the house. Like, you cheated. Okay, why did you cheat? You like her more? Go on her with her. Like, maybe you should, like, see and explore what that relationship is like. That's how a cheating relationship would go. Like, it's not, people are human. And sometimes if we look at the age difference, it's because you're young. Sometimes it's because the person that you wanted, the person that you cheating with probably been checking you out for the longest, and you've been checking them out, and you're curious about shit. What do they got? What it would feel like? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's because you uninvolved with the person that you've been involved with. And then that's a hard one, because that person, if they were involved with you and you still kind of ignoring them, that's a hard feeling for the person that's being cheated on. So now they pissed, it's a lot to go through. And sometimes you get calls and shit. You got to call bitches and ain't nobody finna do that. Nigga, go on. You want to be over there, get that pussy. Go on. Go get the pussy. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave me the fuck alone. Because that's how it's finna go. Like, it's like, I'm just like, have a conversation with me so I can leave your ass. Like, it's not, I had a conversation with me, so I can stay and be stupid for you. I'm not trying to be stupid for you, and you ain't trying to be stupid for me either. All I'm saying is, go get that pussy. Get that pussy. You see what I'm saying? That's the pussy you want. You want to pleasure that pussy? Go get that pussy. You want to buy that pussy what that pussy need? Go get that pussy what that pussy need. You see what I'm saying? That's where you want to lay up with that pussy. Go lay up with that pussy. And do it forever. Because it's not going to be with me. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Because if I can sit down and think about cheating and not do it, then you can sit down and think about cheating and not do it too. Because we both humans. You know, at the end of the day, we are both Homo sapiens. And so, yeah, it's just like some conversations you need to have. Just because you don't need that shit. People don't need that shit. People don't need you holding them back in a relationship when they could be moving forward and being with somebody else that's good for them. And that's all I'm saying. So even if the person is doing me wrong, it's like, well, go get what it is that you after. You know, I'm not here to hold you back. I'm not here to hold you down. Go get what it is that you are after. Because I won't be here, nigga. You know, don't call me no more. But even then, yeah, call me. I'm serious. Because I'm just not that. I'm not. And I think because I told y'all why. Because relationships with me have been fucked up a long time ago. And so, and in that process, I just learned that people going to do what they want to do. And if a person really want to be with you, they going to sit their ass down and be with you. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. If that person want to come and knock on your door every fucking day and eat the food that you cook off your stove, that's what the fuck they gonna do. If that person bring their favorite chick to your fucking house and sit in that bitch every fucking day for the rest of their goddamn life, because that's what they want to do, that's what they gonna do. If that nigga curb a bitch because she been talking about how fine he is and trying to... No, bitch. No. I got a woman at home. You see what I'm saying? He gonna do what the fuck he gonna want to do. Period. The same thing with her. She gonna do what the fuck she want to do. Period. And if that's the case, you are not the person that needs to be disrespected by that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, that's not your coffee or your cup of tea. It's so many people out here that want to be treated right and that want to treat other people right. And so many times people with this foggy notion of life get in the fucking way. I didn't even hear my family say this, where my dad is like, well, that's just what life is. That's what people do. That ain't what people do. They have normalized you to abuse. That is not what normal people do. Y'all not gonna tell me that. I done seen better. That is not what healthy people do. So, again, let's talk about healthy signs in a relationship. Because some of these things, they just... So, anyway, what I just talked about was, like, maybe some people exclude you, gaslighting, manipulation. If the person is constantly putting you down, that's a warning sign. Humiliates you, embarrasses you, saying I love you, but... I used to get this one, too. Oh, I like you, but your mouse. It is. It's a mouth. It's a mouth. If you don't like it, fuck you. You know, it's like, what did he want me to say? I can't say nothing. Uses threats or intimidation. He did this too. He told me one day I was cheating and he couldn't take me to work. I didn't even do nothing. I wasn't cheating. We weren't even together. You know, it's like, he was like, well, you I wasn't doing nothing to you. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything. What did I do? Nothing. Blames you, compulsive lying, name calling, uses force to control you, regularly criticizes you, or threatens violence. Okay, that's all the warning signs, whatever. So, strong sense of trust. A strong sense of trust. That means that this person can go and come as they please. You know that when he say he gonna go to the hardware store, he on aisle 13 looking through all them fucking nails and screws, trying to find something because he done lost it in the shit that he done already fucked up. You see what I'm saying? When you know the man, you know the man. When you know the woman, you know the woman. You know that she in IKEA going through all the aisles, sitting somewhere checking her phone to see, okay, wait a minute, what kind of IKEA hacks can I get if I buy this shit that's on sale at IKEA today? Because they rarely have sales, right? So anyway, what I'm saying is that is that strong sense of trust. I used to talk about this on the phone a lot. Like where I was like, I want a man to know me. And the reason why I want him to know me is because when they tell you that I cussed that old bitch out you gonna cuss that old bitch out too. Because you gonna know that that old bitch did some shit that she shouldn't have been doing. Now, if he say, well, she kicked the cat, I want him to know that I didn't kick the cat. And he gonna look at it, no, motherfucker, she didn't kick shit. She don't do shit like that. That ain't even her skilo. Where the fuck she at? Because that ain't, you see what I'm saying? That she kicked your cat? Like, nigga, no, that shit ain't happened. You see what I'm saying? It's just like some people, they know you. And those are the people that usually have, like, they have your back. It's just a sense of, I got your back. That's what that is. That's that strong sense of trust. You know that this person has your best interest in mind. I used to always have this thing where this person would say I was cheating or whatever. Like, I would sneak shit in my car. I would hide shit from myself. I would spend money. Did I have a boyfriend at the time? Anyway, I would spend money. And I didn't want him to know I was spending my money. My money that I'm making and paying for in my fucking apartment. My money. But anyway, I do it anyway. I used to buy stuff. And like I said, I wait till after payday to see if I can keep it. Because sometimes I might have to take that shit back. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like, fuck, I need $30. I got to take this motherfucker back. So anyway, it's like, why would I do that? Like, it's like somebody would tell me that's cheating. Like, that's financially cheating. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just something that we do as women. Like, it's like we know it's a sale. We know it's good. We got a little money. And sometimes that's just how it is. But again, if he already know you going to do it, again, it's still a sense of trust. It's still, even though it's a untrustworthy thing, you hiding the shit in your car, he know it's hidden in the car. They know those Amazon boxes coming in. They know that you didn't overspent something in that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? It's still a sense of trust because they know you. Like, it's like they just know you. They know you. And that's a good thing. But don't overdo it. Don't gamble everything away. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't break trust like that either. If the person is very upset about it and they don't have the money, then yeah, you got to really think about stuff like that. But still, that's still building a sense of trust. If they know you, they know what you're doing, they know all the steps you're going through, even though it's cute, still take that into consideration. Okay, making sure decisions. Whew. Best business partner, I gotta think about him. So anyway, it's just like, I like that. I am a person that likes to be like, baby, look at this. And they'll be like, you didn't do nothing but do it look the same. That's all they're going to ever say. That's all they say is, it look the same. And I'm like, no, but this letter over here is 3 inches to the left more than this letter is over here. So it's visually, I have to find it visually pleasing. I have to know. And so I'll be like asking about, how does this look anyway? But yeah, I'm just a person that likes to share the ideas I'm working on, the sculpture ideas I came up with, the concept behind it, the research, all the different stuff. I like to share those things because not all the time do we all share what we know or what we researched. And since I'm a researcher, and I know a lot of shit, but sometimes it come together. If I don't apply it, I really don't learn it. So as a teacher, that's what you learn. I think that's why some people become teachers. They don't know that their passion is learning and exploring and giving out love like that. And so that's how teachers are. It's like, that's the best way for you to learn is by teaching it. So I do know a lot of stuff too because I was a teacher. But not only that, it was just the study that I would do, like the studying, like I would read the National Geographic and those medical journals and different things like that. So anyway, what I'm saying is, it's important for me to be with somebody that I can share my ideas with and not have him take them or belittle them, or, it's somebody like I can grow with. Like, that's growing to me, I don't know. So make sure decisions. That's good. You feel safe. Ooh. Ain't nothing like a man with a good chest. And oh my God, every time his heart beat, what his skin feel like, when that little nappy ass hair growing back. Oh my God. Yes. You feel safe. Somebody that gonna have your back when you don't even know that they got your back. So, y'all, if y'all got that, appreciate it. Appreciate that, because that's something that needs to be appreciated. That's something that needs to be celebrated. When you feel safe, We have not felt safe in a long time. And so, even with a roof over our head, it's still not safe. It's still not safe for us, because the person that tries to deem everything as safe for us is actually try to manipulate and change and view and all this different stuff as negativity and isolation and strictness and all this. So it's like, yeah, we not safe. We are not safe at all. You accept each other. You actually do. And you already know when you accept that person. You already know it. It's like, I know I always talk about this guy. It is not J. Cole, by the way, because J. Cole is too young. But this guy that looked like J. Cole, and he was like that. I just accepted him for him. I had no other choice. It's just like, I don't know. I think everybody else saw all his flaws, his outer flaws, his coat, his stanky feet, all this different stuff. And I didn't see none of that because I knew him. I knew his conversation. I knew his words. I knew his heart, his feelings, and his motivations. Like, that's a whole different expectation of something. And that's a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if I would have took the time and like convoluted the idea of him with my friends, I wouldn't have been able to accept him for who he was. And I did. I accepted him for everything. The same thing with my friends and other people. I accept them for everything that they are. I usually have if somebody, and this has been my problem too, I guess, because somebody might look at, maybe when they start putting stuff in there about the Virgo's supposed to be judgmental. We are not judgmental people. We only judge people who judge other people. We don't judge people. So it's like, you could walk into the room and you would think that we could probably see that you insecure. First off, if you worried about something, no matter how pretty you are, no matter how confident or how much you think you got it together, a Virgo gonna know, because that's what we do. We scan. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's our thing. That's what we do. We look at our feelings and then we compare them to your feelings, like how that might feel, how that might look for us. You see what I'm saying? Not that we are changing you out or adding and subtracting or trying to read you or nothing like that. We just notice you. We notice. And all those things that we notice, the nervousness, the no confidence, that's going to give us how much we going to support you. You understand what I'm saying? And so either way, whether you not confident or you confident or you are confident, we still going to support you. If it's like, we like flaws. Like, we love them. Like, I'm so serious. Like, it's not even what people, they not even flaws to us. Like, what other people consider flaws, we consider like the most beautiful shit that life has to offer. Like, I'm thinking that's why we so creative, because we hate what the magazines and the TV and the videos, all that shit that presents to us. Because that's what's ugly. For me to look at a skinny woman over and over and over and over and over and over and over again with no ass, over and over and over and over again, some bitch with surgery over and over and over again, but then you come in here and your titties like sagging down here and your booty big and your waist not, you got a little waist and a little fupa, bitch, I'm in love with you. I'm sorry. And then your legs is like, your thighs like thick like this, and then it go down to those thick ass calves. I love it. Your arms have muscles and you a girl. Your nose is big like a painting from Albrecht Dürer. Your eyes are like slanted like fucking almonds and your skin is dark. We eat that shit up. That's like cake and candy to us. And I'm not, even my son will be like, Mom, that's beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have to go through nothing with him like that. I don't have to like talk to him about none of that stuff, because he just already know it's gorgeous. Like, that's just how we are. Like, it is just like, we like life. Like, we like real shit because we real. And people would think that because of our demeanor and all that stuff, that no, that's the shit that make us fucking gaudy and baroque and all that stuff anyway. Baroque meaning Baroque. It's a lavishness art. So it's like it'll be like gold and a lot of what I don't know how to put it. It's just a lot of architecture in one place, like mirrors. Like think of Beyonce when she was like that bow down bitches video. Like it's like that's how it is. Like we like it. We like queen shit like that. You see what I'm saying? That's our style. That's our aesthetic. But at the same time, what makes that aesthetic is we like people that people think are flawed. Because those people are not flawed. They are perfect to us. That's perfection. That's why you see Beyonce in Louisiana on the car like that. That's her perfection. Those people that made and loved her and grew her like that, that's her perfection. That's her mother's perfection. Her mother gave her that aesthetic. But not only that, God gave it to her too. I'm telling y'all, I know. You have fun. If y'all can have fun together, that's good. Healthy boundaries, you said healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. You guys know what those healthy boundaries are. And that's the thing too, it'll be different for different people. I thought about this too, because you could see all these warning signs and think that some of these things, like, because some of these things can cross over. Like sometimes you could say I love you, but I love you more today than I did yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like some things that can cross over. You know, spankings and cute little names like booty face and all that shit. Like some of that stuff is just loving to a good couple. Like that's because you have fun. You that's like some spice that you have in your life. Like shut the fuck up or something. You know, like I said, it's just some things, and that could be crossing the boundary because it could hurt some people. You know, some people they just ain't never heard shit up. You know, like it's like that's something you don't say to me. You don't talk to me like, you know. So it's just like you have to. Those are like the little thrills that y'all have in life. You know, that's you have to have fun. Healthy boundaries, healthy boundaries. Mutual affection. You have to care for them and they have to care for you. So many times I think people get trapped into this thing of how a person looks and all this different stuff. And you have to really know that beauty actually fucking fades. A person can get bigger. There's diseases that happen. All these different things. You get swollen and people have babies, and if you don't actually love the person that you with, like if you just loving them or you trying to pretend you love them for some superficial shit, that's something else about Virgos. People think because we like a lot of stuff that we love a lot of people. We don't. We only love people that we love. That's it. I can't put it no other way. We probably are the coldest people, and I learned this when I was younger. I was scared that I didn't love people, and it was because I didn't like them. You know, I never liked these people, so how could I love them? And so it's when some guy told me one day, he said, yeah, you fall in love too quick. I'm not. I'm just a kind person. I'm just a good person. I just appreciate people. That's my aesthetic. You know, that's what I do. But that's a hard thing for us. Even my son now, he said, I don't love nobody. You know, I say he say I love you, but even that is a thing. And somebody else might be offended. They might be offended by it, but I'm not, because I already know what that is. I already know how that goes for him. We just not people that's going to be so open like that. Like, we open, and you might think that you got us open, but it's going to take a little bit more than the average bullshit for somebody to, like, for us to actually be like, okay, I love you. You know, you got to be extraordinary. Like, you have to be out of the fucking, like, you got to be almost out your fucking mind. Like, it's like, you know, and that's why I think they always say Virgo's not good in relationships. And it's actually not us. It's the people that try to be in relationships with us. Because if you come, again, with some convoluted idea, or you come and it's to destroy us, or you come and it's not the right person, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we just don't love you like you think we love you. You see what I'm saying? Because the way we show you, it's not really how truly we feel, because again, it's like I'm not gonna get in some shit that I can't walk away from, and if I do, I'm not gonna walk away from it. You understand? Like, it's like that's just how it is. It's like I'm not about to walk away from it. I'm not about to walk away from my child. Like, I can't do that. He the one person I'm just like, fuck that. Nah, I'm not walking. He got to go to college. I'm telling you, I live on that fucking bus. Do you hear me? Around the fucking corner. Around the fucking corner. I ain't got to say nothing to him as long as I know he close. That's all I got to know. You enjoy time apart. Yep. That's something people, don't. I'm not that clingy. I'm clingy, but I'm not that clingy. I wanna have time together, but I like to have time apart too. The reason why is I want you to go out and bring me back something new. It was couples, and this what I learned from Central Market too. It was couples that had been married for so long that they knew that their husband was gonna flirt, and they knew their husband was gonna tell you this dumbass joke. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like when you get to that point, or even before you get to that point, I want whoever it is, go out, let somebody flirt with you, come back and tell me how you felt about it. Not that they gonna go out and cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a good relationship. Like I feel like that's healthy. I used to watch that and I'm like, y'all so healthy. And she'll stand there and let him flirt with me. Like I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like my husband likes you. She said they was from Germany. She said my husband likes you. He likes to come and get into this line and see you when he comes to this store. She said, so I'm gonna let him flirt with you. And she stand back and she let him flirt with me. Like seriously flirt with me. And I'm just like, I am not about to be involved in this bullshit. But anyway, I worked in the store, so I was happy about it. I didn't have a problem with it. But I just learned that at the end of the day, he was going to go home with her. He's standing there looking at me. He liked black women. He liked my skin. He liked my features, all this different stuff. But at the end of the day, he going to go home with her. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of times they already attached to the person that they with. They already know that that's what they got at home. Like, what if he started something with me and I don't want to do nothing she want to do? I don't want to go to the grocery store with you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's like, sometimes y'all already got the perfect partner and you don't even know it. Like, y'all don't even give it a chance because y'all keep trying to hide and secret ties and don't want to talk and you like, you ain't happy, say it. That's all it is. So you got to have mutual affection. You got to love the person that you with. Like, you got to love them beyond what they look like. You see, you got to love them. But again, I'm sorry. Enjoy your time apart. So that when you come together, you have something to talk about. Healthy disagreements. Oh, let me talk about that too. Wait a minute. Hold on. So it was an article. It's a long ass thing. But anyway, it was an article. And it was an article about how people need other people in their relationships. Like how this man was saying. And I told somebody this too. Like, you actually need other women in your relationships. You do need the coffee barista that's cute. Whether he think of her like a lover or a daughter, that's that's another relationship that he has. At least that's somebody else that he'll listen to. It's somebody else that he can complain to. Like, it's not always an emotional cheating when somebody she don't make coffee like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that'll attract you to the person, but that's something you get to appreciate about somebody else. And so even women, they need other men in their relationships too. If he not a handyman, oh my God, please just let the handyman come over, nigga. You could be here, but shit, I need somebody to know how to fix some shit, So it's like, that's the thing, like those, like that when they say that they have to have other relationships, that's why, because people have other interests. And like I said, sometimes you don't actually have to meet that interest. You guys don't have those same values, but somebody else might know a little bit more about what it is that you need in your life at that time. And if it's not a fulfillment, that's why it's like the 80-20 or whatever they say. And so that 20% could be other relationships that they have outside of your relationship. But not to say that those relationships are sexual. They can be totally platonic. And it's just an information of giving, like a giving of information or a giving of an experience or a giving of whatever. You see, not all that has to move into something sexual. And that's why I say the world right now, I feel, is oversexed because they forget about those relationships. They forget about that. They try to move everything into being sexual. And when you rushing it like that, that's when it becomes an issue of disgust. And now you can't talk to this person after you sleep with them. You can't hang out with this person after you sleep with them. You see what I'm saying? When really y'all should still be able to do everything y'all was doing before y'all even touched each other. So anyway, make it your time apart. Make that with people that you're not really attracted to, but that offer you something more to your life outside of sex and mental cheating and all that stuff. Healthy disagreements. Yes, because I want a sports guy. So I know that every time his team loses, I can just, I love that shit. I love talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody. I can talk shit too. Like, that's why they a motherfucker. You see how you eating? You see how you eat? That's why the Cowboys fucking up right now. You see what I'm saying? See, look at yourself. Look at you. Look how you not rooting. Like, I just want to put all that shit on. Look at how you not rooting right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to win the money. You know what I'm saying? For me, just being a despicable human being to the person I love. You're like, oh, I care about, I like a healthy disagreement. I am a person that listens. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Either way, I'm going to listen. I'm going to hear the other person's perspective. And if a person can sway me, I will sway. I will sway. I'm not even, I can't. I got a child, and I got to listen to him debate. He sometimes wins. Sometimes he is right. Let me tell y'all the best one. We said we was going to go in the store. We weren't going to spend no money. And it was a notebook for 50 cents. And he was pissed. Pissed. Because I didn't keep my word. And I spent the money on a notebook that was 50 cents. Even though it was 50 cents, we said we weren't going to spend no money. And you didn't stick to what you were saying. He was right. He won the argument. Best debate of my life. You feel a sense of belonging. Yes, you feel like that's where you need to be. You know where everything is. That's where you are. That's you. That's your place. He is you. That's you. Like, it's like, why not? Why not feel like that's you? That's a healthy relationship. You inspire each other to be better. And that's all I'm saying. Deliverance. Deliverance to me. Deliverance unto me, Lord God. Deliverance unto me. But anyway, yeah, you inspire each other to be better. And that's something that y'all want too. It's like somebody that make you move and groove. All these men have been like in my life stalling my work and all this different stuff. Like they'll come over like they trying to have a creative meeting and they'll just be sitting there looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Shouldn't we be working? And so what's happened is like since all this shit been happening, what I've been doing, I just work. I just work for myself. I work for myself. Even though I'm not getting paid for it, even though I'm just like right now an unpaid artist, I just work for myself. I make books. I got a lot of projects going. I sew. I got a little project going outside to see what it's gonna look like. I kind of like where it's going. It's kind of shifty for me. I guess it's like my style, but it's my style. I want to change it. Anyway, I want to make it a background. So what I'm saying is it's like I got a lot of shit to do. I do the watercolor stuff. I do the whole Procreate thing now. I think I'm going to start learning how to crochet. I do these videos. I do the podcast. I try to do as much as I can for myself. Like I said, I was trying to create a business and all this different stuff and work with different people. I was trying to be a producer and a director and all this stuff, and it didn't pan out that way. It's just, like I said, the wrong people got the wrong information. So what do I do now? What do? I just work. I work. I keep building my portfolio. My portfolios were stolen. I keep building my portfolio. My writing was stolen. I keep trying to write. They went through all my stuff. Okay, I keep trying to do everything I got to do. And that's it. None of this has been about, my breakdown wasn't about whatever people think it is. They saw my writing and thought everything was about a man. It was. My writing was, but not me. Especially when nobody ever talked to me, and when they did, were you molested? Were you? They was all in my face. Were you? Were you? That was you? Were you? It's like, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what y'all doing. I have no clue, and I wish I would stop. So anyway, that's it for me. I think that if you have a chance to be in a healthy relationship, try to stay there, And again, if you have any of these other situations, any of those abusive situations, I know sometimes it's hard to get out, or because you feel sorry for them and you think you're supposed to mother them back to who the fuck they need to be. Girl, you better get the fuck on. Boy, leave that nigga alone. Girl, get the hell out of there before she kill you. I'm just saying, that's for everybody. On any relationship level, leave. Get the fuck out. If you have any warning signs, leave. them the fuck alone, because you don't know what they doing. You don't have a clue about what they trying to do, or what's their underlying fucking fucked up ass situation. You see what I'm saying? And if you a good person, it has nothing to do with you. You know how many years it took me to get over that shit? Anytime somebody now equivalates you to being lower than what you were, and you know you did your best to try to help them, that has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Family members, dogs, cats, people on the outside of the universe. I don't give not two fucks. Your friends, the strangers down the street. Oh, I love my East St. I love you, East St. Louis. I love you, East St. Louis. You hear me say street? Those strangers down the street. Anyway, they don't have any fucking thing to do with you. Nothing. Nothing. Because you, my darling, are gold. And you better than, you know what I'm saying? Like, you platinum, bitch. You platinum. You platinum. Fupa and all. Somebody tried to destroy the Fupa today. Nigga, please. You couldn't handle a Fupa. So anyway, yeah. That's it for today. It's Shantae, Brown Sugar Talk, under Black Unicarns. I just simply adore y'all. And I hope that gives you a better understanding of healthy relationships. So, don't get caught up. Please, don't get caught up. Stay loved, stay in the light, and heal.